a chance, with a chance, with a chance, with a chance. When the crowd gets busted, when the floor gets dusty, when your blade gets rusted, with a chance, with a chance. When your room smells funny, when a hex takes your money, what's gonna save you, honey? Just with a chance, with a chance. All you witches and all your old magicians, it's time to start listening to with a chance, with a chance.
Well, you're a mystic sister and you've been through puberty, and you think you might be pagan and you want community. You meet a sex magician who tells you how it will be. He claims the door is locked and only he has got the key. He calls himself an elder but he's only 33. He's got marry me, he marry parts your legs to blessed be. He says you best get used to it, it's part of the religion. You think he might be full of shit, but you're a trusting pigeon. He takes you to a circle and the priest gives you a shoving. Says we like polyamory and lots of carnal loving. So if you fuck my friends and me, we'll let you in our coven. And if you want some family, we'll put one in your oven. Which war? Twitch lore. Which war? Pitch score! Which war? Ditch gore. Is he a lady conqueror or just a soldier in a witch war? You think we get enough grief from the right-wing Christian preachers? We shouldn't have to fight each other like some feral creatures. I hear there's trouble brewing with the Boudons and the Wiccans. They're sacrificing values and they're sacrificing chickens. And some folks scam the new age kids because they're easy pickings. A bunch of pagan characters right out of Charles Dickens. I thought that being pagan meant we all should get along, and that every path has value and there is no right or wrong. But every time there's power, there are those who try to grab it. Like someone comes along and takes a whack at Laurie Cabot. Some other fool shoots back like Elmer Budd out hunting wabbit. They wind up coming off like Lou Costello and Bud Abbott. Which war? Kitsch store. Which war? Niche du jour. Which war? Switch roar. Yo, I ain't no carnivore. I got no stomach for a witch war. A couple women who were married to each other, and they were polyamorous, and soon they found another. And then a jealous friend of one of the third woman's exes started raising bad juju and casting nasty hexes. So everybody got to see what power over sex is, ripping at each other like Tyrannosaurus Rexes. And it harm none, do as you will must be the only law. And if you got a problem with that sticking in your craw, well, maybe you're a power monger trying hard to squeeze us, and you will not be welcome here until your witch war ceases. Cause everybody must be free to do as she pleases, no matter if they worship Satan, Buddha, Bob, or Jesus. Which war?
Rich war.
Which war?
Snitch
Or which war?
bitch whore.
I can't take it no more. You better stop it with the witch war. Oh yeah, witch war. Are you a big predator? Witch war. Now tell me what's it all for? Witch war. Hey, who's mine in the store? Nah, I can't take it no more. I got no stomach for a witch war.
Wiedershins.
Wiedershins.
Seriously, after like a month or so. Well,
Might have even been
I think a
more than
lot of people already probably know the story, but the Corrells moved to New Orleans. That's why we were off the air. That was the big secret. That's why we couldn't tell y'all why we were going to be off the air, because my witch mother, Judith Dufresne, taught me way back in the way back. She had a way of making a lesson really stick. She told me, she said, you know, when you have a frenemy some of you act like they're a friend, but, you really are, secretly hoping for their demise. And they have a goal. Get them to talk about it. And then when they trail off, get them to talk about it some more. Act really interested and get them to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk about it until they've wasted all the energy that could have been used to manifest that thing into reality. It's a sneaky way of fucking somebody over. And that always stuck with me. To know, to will, to dare, to remain silent.
And to eat.
And to eat. Your dear Uncle Birch teaches witchcraft for a living, and I don't just teach it, I practice it. And when I get silent and don't tell you shit, we got something brewing. And that was the brewing. We sold the fucking Hollywood penthouse in 2 days. Closed over here a day later and drove our asses across the country while the movers hauled our shit. We just got our shit, and we're here in New Orleans. And now, if you knew this, if you were one of the few people that knew what we were up to, you are in the very, very small circle of trust. And these two gentlemen with us tonight, definitely in that circle, and both of them helped us a lot. They were instrumental in helping us pull this shit off halfway across the country. We came here, we did the legwork, found the house, but we already had friends over here helping us look for the house before we even came to look at the house. And then Hoodoo Sen Moise set us up with his realtor. And they handled so much shit halfway across the fucking country. So we're here in our new house. It's a lot quieter, as you can hear. There's no more fucking freeway noise right by our fucking house.
No helicopters,
no
sirens.
No helicopters, no sirens.
Fried apple pie.
We are eating, drinking, being merry, and talking about shit.
Hear the crisp of our fried chicken.
With Christian Day and Hoodoo Sen Moise. How are y'all?
Doing all right. Another day in New Orleans, and I wanted to say welcome, to y'all for coming into this. With your ass, I swear to God. Anyway, welcome to New Orleans. Which is a city that is built upon the dead and built upon old magic, and all I can say is that food is magic.
Mm-hmm. And we're
All
gonna
I
gain some
can-
Not
weight.
all food is magic. Trust me, I've been to some places where the food is more tragic than magic.
That must have been some tourist spots, but
No,
anyway.
that's called Massachusetts.
Oh, well, then there's that. They do got good clam chowder, though. But anyway, and so it is my prayer for y'all that you tap into the magic of the city of New Orleans and move into that brings you not only success, but contentment, joy, and happiness in every single regard. That is what my prayer is.
Shit, I'm gonna drink to that.
Yeah.
Yes, we gotta
Okay.
drink it. Let's drink
Thank
that.
you.
Yes, l'chaim. Yes,
L'chaim.
yes,
Salute.
yes.
Shlanta.
My prayer is that we don't run out of Mackenzie's chicken in a box.
Which we're having Mackenzie's chicken in a box.
Mackenzie's is in Gentilly, which is a little bit of a trek, if you don't have a car. and
It's
this
10 minutes away. It's not a trek.
If you don't have a car.
If you don't have a car, then you get an Uber.
Well, but
it's
here's
10
the thing.
minutes away.
They came out with it on Uber Eats. It's called Mackenzie's Chicken in a Box. And it's this old bakery, and there's nothing in the bakery. There's no chairs and no tables. You look like you're walking into some post-apocalyptic bakery. And then you notice this little hallway down the side, and there's where they're cooking all the chicken and the fried okra, and they still have those fried apple pies, like they used to have at McDonald's when I used to be a kid, and I'd get those the Happy Meals, and I'd get like the fried apple pie.
It was 2 centuries ago.
Now you can only get them in England. Popeyes has the fried pies, but
We
they're
haven't
covered
tried
in
the
sugar.
pies.
I like these are the pies. These are the pies like you remember from McDonald's.
That's some pie, yo.
No, those are the good things. Speaking of pies, Hubig's is coming back. They burned down in 2012, and I've been going through various states of depression ever since then because it truly is.
They are good.
If you ever had the
They are
Hostess
good.
fruit pie,
Oh, yeah.
it's like that times 1,000.
Oh, yeah. I remember those.
Humans are
way
like
back.
they are like the best pies known to man. Like they really are.
All right, so I got to tell this story that just popped in my head. We we had a house picked out. Some friends helped us do some recon on it. We came here, we saw it, and a lot of you that know me, you know my lodestone trick for getting a house. And if you ever see anybody putting 3 drops of their blood on a lodestone and planting it somewhere, they got it from me, and that's okay. I'm cool with that. You don't have to give me credit or anything, but we took it up a notch. I picked up 3 lodestones in New Orleans, put 3 drops of my blood on 3 lodestones, carried them in my pocket in close proximity with each other. We found the house. We saw the house. That was going to be the house. We planted the lodestone in the dirt right next to the door, just like I taught you kids. But then we took it to a whole nother level. Then our friend Christian Day took us out to, what was that coffee place with the beignets?
Café du Monde.
Café du Monde. And so beignets is this pastry covered just like a mountain.
The morning call closed.
Cafe Beignet on Royal.
I'm not going there. He's a racist, homophobic pig. The guy that owns Cafe Beignet. The guy that owns Cafe Beignet owns the Steamboat Natchez that discriminated against witches, voodoo, and gays.
That one.
No, he is part owner of Cafe Beignet. I'm not going.
So we meet Christian at this place where they serve this pastry just with a mountain of fucking powdered sugar. Everybody, as you might imagine, is dressed in black. Even little Sasha over here is dressed in black. We're covered in fucking powdered sugar in a couple minutes. Christian takes us on a walk around the town. Now, when Christian Day takes you on a walk around the town, that really means you're walking behind Christian Day while he struts around because he likes to have that coat of his flapping the wind like a cape. And so when he showed us around, took us like the vampire store and a couple different places, and took us down the Mississippi. And he says, you got to make an offering in the Mississippi so the town will accept you. And I'm digging it. You know, we took a plane here, and I hate going through TSA and dealing with the huge mound of fucking change that I always have in my fucking pocket, along with, my left pocket where I keep my change. I got mojo bags. I got roots in there. I got fucking stones. It's like there's so much shit going on in my fucking left pocket. I had gotten rid of all of my change. I had nothing to offer the fucking river. But I had recently just taught a class. And I had taught my students this little hoodoo trick that I learned, how to trick out your fucking money. And you put your fucking little sigil on the 1s or the 5s. You cross out the name of the treasurer and write your signature there. A whole bunch of things. Yeah, I'm not going to teach it all to you because they paid me money to teach them that fucking thing. But I just taught that thing. I could do that. But so that was the only thing I had in my pocket and 2 lodestones. So I took that, and when I taught my students that, I actually used my real sigil in the fucking video. So I had that in my pocket. I wrapped that thing in a fucking lodestone. I spat on the fucking thing, tossed it to the Mississippi. This particular move was the least path of resistance move we've ever fucking made. The thing just took off, and before anybody knew it, we're in fucking
yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
Totally
everything except for yesterday. No, we're gonna get some money back. We're gonna get some fucking money back.
Take care of that.
And then I kept the third lodestone. I kept in my left pocket to this day, and now I'm gonna go plant it in the backyard in the property. So now Uncle Birch's lodestone spell is threefold. And so I felt the need to tell that little story because it teaches a great many lessons, and I teach by story.
This was the easiest move we've ever made.
Like we sold the condo in 2 days.
In the same city from like one place to the other, like 5 minutes away. That was still more complicated than this move halfway through the country.
And I mean, and things were not all on our side. I mean, we had to convince the people on this side that we really had the money, but we had to sell the property, and that we could sell the property in a couple days. Like I think we told them 2 weeks.
Still renting it out on Uber.
Renting it out on Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yeah, she was still had it listed on Airbnb even after we paid her a deposit and everything.
I'm fried. I'm calling Airbnb Uber. I'm calling roof tires. I barely slept, so my brain is not functioning at full capacity. It is usually functioning better than 99% of the human race, but tonight I'm a little fucked up.
Oh yeah, and